Killing it straight out the gate.
Can you come up?
Welcome.
We're already on air. Hi, everybody.
We're late because we're talking about guy liner.
Yes.
Actually, I think it should just be called eyeliner.
I think we should summarize our points here on all of it for people, because I want to hear their thoughts, but we'll keep it under a minute because obviously this episode's long. I actually am pro using phrases like guy liner and man bun because they were first created to emasculate people like me who enjoy wearing both of them. And I like the idea of taking the word, reclaiming it, and basically saying, no, it's not going to emasculate me. I proudly enjoy this. And then once that reclaiming has succeeded, you slowly transition back to it's just eyeliner or it's just a bun. So I actually quite like the phrases man bun and guy liner because it goes against the grain and says we're going to bite the dick off of tradition.
I don't think those phrases, you said guy liner was originally used to emasculate, but when I first heard those terms in England, they were never negative. Guy liner was just a really fun word.
Here they definitely were.
So I'm on team it's a fun word, use it for that reason.
Whether
they
you're
definitely
male
were.
Or female.
Yeah.
During the emo revolution, which I got to witness firsthand, it was guy liner, girl pants, and then man bun is a more recent one.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Oh, he's wearing girl pants. Nah. But your
I have a delicate frame.
But your girlfriend is looking at my butt in these. So ha. Yeah. Anyway, welcome back. We're going to do another episode of Provo's Most Eligible, which in my save file for this, I accidentally called it Provo's Most Wanted. But, that's the sequel, the inevitable sequel that's coming. Okay, I don't need these notepads. I'm just going to throw it. I hit my drops.
Jimmy's going off script.
Let me throw the script out. And it should be good. This week we'll have a rose ceremony. I think we're still all really sorry that last week's was so boring.
Oh, God, it was tragic.
That one was
It was
tough.
the worst episode so far. Of both of the seasons, I'd say.
Yeah, by something of a long shot. Did you want to quick read your opening super chats before we get going?
Yes, we would like to thank Connor, who said Remington ruined us.
Indeed.
Which is so true. I could write a whole essay about that, and I kind of want to.
all the multitude of ways Remington has ruined.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, who's to say what's good or bad, but
yeah,
it is intense.
Yeah, I agree. I have two of them. One is a smile with heart eyes, which is really cute in emoji form, but would be a terrible, terrible affliction if you had it in real life, if your eyes were replaced with hearts. And then thank you, Elizabeth Moody, who says, seriously needed this, just did the 2 steps forward thing, and it's depressing as it's, maybe it's supposed to be, and it's as depressing as Mormonism. I will have to look into this 2 step forwards thing. I don't know what that refers to. Okay, shall we?
We shall.
Okay, any quick recap comments about last week? I truly remember nothing that happened except for that gross gym scene.
Yeah, they went to the gym. I think we also all put down, and so the worst part is some people already know. Please do not spoil anything in the chat. I understand that the season finale happened. We don't want to know. Or on
Twitter, or anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Don't spoil it. We're going to try and do these episodes a little more often so we can get them finished and behind us. Don't spoil it. Last week, we I think put down our guesses of who the final winners were going to be. I was going with MAGA guy, MAGA Alabama dude for what's her name? Ellie. And then B is definitely going to end up with the blonde guy, the brother of last season's.
What's his name?
I don't remember.
We really need to find out.
Is it
I don't
Jacob?
think it's going to be him. I don't think he's going to get it.
I definitely do. And then I think the dentist for Lauren.
Yes, Animal Abuse's doppelganger.
Yes, exactly.
Also, thank you to Pizza Jane, who's finally watching live. Woo! And Brennan, who sent us $6.66 for hookers and booze. We'll definitely put that to good use. And thank you to Meredith, who also said, hey, the screens are really tiny. Does that mean us? It's because we haven't started playing the show yet.
Yeah.
It looks weird, I think.
The big black area around us is where the show's going to play. It is on me. We could have left it like this until we started, and this is the whole show. It's going to keep doing this. Oh wait, we can.
Well, we shall see. Well, we shall see.
I recorded that before we started. Okay, here we go, everyone.
Oh God, we're starting.
Any last words?
I always feel like it needs to be like a bigger thing because I'm like, no, I'm not ready to jump.
I love you both, and if we don't make it through this,
I've had an okay time with you both.
This was the time of my life. Here we go. There's so many of them still. I thought it was way
Gentlemen,
less now.
welcome to another week. I hope you enjoyed your time that you spent with your women this last week on your dates.
I know I made this joke when we tested this beforehand, but your women? What are you trying to say, Remington?
We have 15 of you here now, but we will be eliminating 3 of you by the end of the night. So make sure that you spend time with your women, you spend quality time and get to know them and make a good impression on them.
That's
They're
too
all
few.
set outside
They should
waiting
eliminate
for you,
more.
so let's get this night started. Good luck.
That was creepy.
I have gotten to know B a lot better.
always looks like he just did a line of coke. Like his
Yeah.
eyes are like
He
watery.
has
his
big
nose
coke
is like,
energy. Also, it's really hitting me how young all these boys are, and that Mormons get married at this age. I don't know. It's just
Yeah.
weird because, like, the divorced girl's already been divorced. B seems a little bit older. Ellie is nowhere. She should not be getting married. But like, the boys all look really young too.
I'm almost
this is
exactly 3 months from 30. Still have no, like, I do not feel like that would be the right thing to do in my life right now. And so when I consider that I am, in a few years, I'll be old enough to be the father of people who are getting married in the Mormon church.
wow.
Also, quick super chat shout out to Chandler, who said, I love these almost as much as I love all your. And Rebecca, who said, I graduate next week from undergrad, so to celebrate, I'll pay you for the time you're going to be tortured. Good luck. Congrats
Heckin'
on your
yes.
undergrad.
Thank you so much. And Elizabeth, who says, it's basically you take a step forward for things. And Ivy Womack says, heart that it would, we love you, land daddy. Thank you. Oh, referring to the hearts in the eyes, I think. Yeah, that's one of my just most brilliant jokes to date. It wasn't that good.
So I feel like our relationship's for sure improving.
Is his name Timmy?
I think it said Sam. Oh, no,
Okay.
Austin Sim
Okay.
something.
Doesn't
We
matter.
haven't had
Okay.
a whole lot of time to be able to like talk with each
Simpkins.
other. So I will admit I'm on the fence right now.
I'm feeling pretty good going into tonight. I got the single date on Saturday, which was great. I got to spend a lot of time with Lauren. I still want to make an impression tonight, so hopefully I get my chance to do so. Seems like a lot of guys really are putting on their A game, so I don't know. We'll see what happens.
It gets tougher and tougher every week. Let me tell you. I don't know. I'm just
He's
getting
playing the
tired.
reality show game. I love it.
This guy was on other weeks.
Yeah.
That's
Never
what
seen him
Remington
before.
would have us believe. He's gaslighting all of us.
Also, yeah, that would actually be a really funny reveal that every week they just switch out somebody. Also, little things like this bug me. At present, the plant next to him is in focus. That is what the camera is focused on, not him.
No, it's an Easter egg. Remington
This-
doesn't do anything accidentally. He wants us to be looking at that plant, but the question is
Provo,
why.
Provo Bachelor is like an actual vortex of the Mandela effect.
Maybe the guy had a breakout and he was like, "Can you blur my face a little?" That was my guess.
gonna do
It's
my
the
best.
plant. The plant is talking and doing ventriloquism on this guy.
Oh my God! Okay. Lauren is gonna get with the plant. That's my prediction now.
It just goes. Yeah.
Pretty good. I mean, the other guy.
But don't allow me to opine.
Great, but I'm kind of hoping that I got the edge over some guys. So
I'm feeling really optimistic for tonight.
Walker.
That's his name.
I don't know how
Texas Ranger.
Yeah, I don't know how
He looks like a child.
Like a cherub.
He could play a cherub easy.
Walker Wright, and he is at Walker Wright. Walker is right, but with a W on Instagram.
you know, I
Walker
brought some
tech
stuff.
next stranger. Keep going.
I feel more
Thank
prepared.
you, JGS, while we're on this unnecessary pause. He
I'm
was
excited
looks
to
like
go
he's
into
on
tonight
there.
and to impress B.
I just wonder how the girls feel about dating a guy who's 21, especially when, you know, Lauren's 24 and B's 22. And so I have talked to them about that and asked them how they feel about that. And they say that they've...
What do you mean the girls? I thought they paired off. Like, is it seriously just switching around
It's a
every
free
week?
for all.
But that's weird because it doesn't make sense because then they're only getting to like switcheroo with ones that the other girls have. It's just a really bizarre concept.
It's just at the rose ceremony, you can pick anybody, but everybody has to have a certain number.
Right. Yeah, but it's weird because then it's like other people's decisions determine your dating pool too, but like you're not. It's just so strange.
Yeah. Well,
And
two of you can step forward, and then the guy picks from the two of you. I would love to see all three of them step forward on Walker and watch B just like laser watch to see if he even hesitates. Yeah.
Thank you, Jade.
I don't know if that's normal, but they say they date younger guys usually, and so they don't feel like it's weird.
Ellie, I'm here.
Hello.
Man, how was your week?
That's such a Mormon thing to call out, too.
I was kind of disappointed we didn't get the team date.
I know, we should have done that. 100%. That was rigged.
But, and it was good, and I heard you had a great time with Scott.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good?
Yeah.
But, anyway, Friday came around.
Okay, Scott is the country MAGA guy we hate.
Also, this guy looks like her dad.
Or
Also-
maybe Grandpa back from the future.
Also, you either find shade or you don't take video in glaring sunlight. These are basic rules, Remington. You two can't.
No, basic rules, Remington.
You two can't see because let me actually cut out to just the video. Do you see like how blown out the details are?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, good on Ellie.
It doesn't
it's good to
seem
see her
like
coming out of her shell.
Yeah, kind of. I was going to say, it doesn't seem like the camera quality of this show is really the issue. It's almost like, why bother?
Clearly, it's stuff I obsess about.
Upsetting for you, yeah.
And I heard Scott got the date, and I started just kind of wishing it was me.
Oh.
So, I thought I would kind of up my game.
Okay.
And so I got something special for today. Try
She's become too aware, though, of it being a show.
Yeah, she has. She's influencer Ellie coming out.
That's it.
and just show you a good time. But anyway, so if you'll follow me this way, we're gonna.
Okay. Hey. All right, let's go.
Yeah, we're gonna go golf. So Lauren's been a few times, but yeah, we just want to hit the course. It's a nice course.
So
Yeah,
it'll be
we'll
cool.
see how it goes. She'll probably show me up. You know.
The pro is
She
going to
seems
teach
like
me.
she would.
So.
She'd be pretty good at it. So yeah.
Whatever I learn, it's
Okay.
from you.
We're driving.
They have kissed.
I don't know if they have. She's been
Wait, is
been
that the
making out with the
dentist?
other guy.
That's
which
not
is
the
why
dentist.
she's been so cool.
Who's that one?
This is Jason Segel, who she brought back after dumping off the show.
Okay, so
Giving him
but
a
she's
false
made out with
idea.
the dentist.
Yeah.
But she also might have made out with this guy or is about to.
I think so.
We'll see.
I will say I liked this guy up until apparently he enjoys golfing. And I'm sorry if anyone's watching who enjoys golfing, but it's a big, like, I don't trust you, I guess, is all I'm saying. Also,
how'd you get so rich?
Thank you, Honey Mint. Hey, I just wanted to rant. My 14-year-old friend decided to chat with a 22-year-old guy and is now dating him. My friends refuse to notice how effed up it is. Sorry about that. Great life. Yeah, that is too big of a gap, and that is weird. It tends to be people who are like looking for that kind of ultra moldable mind so they can mold the relationship in the image they want, because if they date somebody closer to their age, they have too much independence.
People fucking say that at church. I grew up hearing that. It's like marry young and mold them into who you want them to be, or something like that. Like,
There's actually scriptures there's biblical scriptures that basically say that as well.
Fuel that idea.
Couple of super chats. Chelsea W said, I got married at 24 and felt old. It worked out well, but sweet baby Jesus, what a risk. Husband and I are both ex-mo now. I'm glad you guys left together and that it worked out well. And Norn Iron for You said, so appreciative of these streams. Thank you for continuing to watch and comment on this season. Favorite part of my week is watching you all.
Aww. Can I be real for a second, guys? My heart is kind of tender about all these people sending money.
Aww.
It just feels really sweet.
Now send
Sam's had
more.
a skinny month financially, so this really is the difference between him eating and not. Just so you guys know how good use your donations are being put to.
Yeah.
Grandma.
I bled my audience for charity last night, so I'm giving them a little break tonight, not trying to be too pushy.
You're a better person.
$2,500 for the thing we're doing, so it was cool.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
We're up to we're like $500 away from 15,000, which is our group pool. But I actually have I actually want to change the goal to 18,000. But
you are the best.
Nah, it's like my good deed of the year to make me bearable. Okay, keeping going. We're only 3 minutes in. Okay, I am going to speed up the golf carting. Any opposed?
Okay, so then you see that
Oh, that's the mute button.
What speed is it on? Hi. Okay,
I double sped the golf stuff. I just hate it. Sorry.
Yeah.
You can tell me not to if you want.
No, that was fine.
We're back to 1.25.
No one knew you were
An awesome person gave me candy.
She sounds hot.
She's very hot. Do you want a gummy or do you want like a Skittle?
I'm okay right now. My stomach's a little nervy, swervy.
Oh, okay. I can understand that.
Yeah.
But
I appreciate that. Yeah, go for it.
I hope they became really, really good friends in this, and that his coming out will ultimately lead to her apostasy.
Yeah, didn't she and Ellie, or was it just her? Either her or her and Ellie posted congrats to him on social media. Divorce Girl did not. I think that was the way it went. Or it was, one of them didn't, but she did.
Remember,
For those of you who are new, this guy came out as gay after this episode came out. So we assume he's going to get out soon.
For the record, too, our contempt for Divorce Girl isn't the divorce. It was the animal abuse.
Oh, no, yeah.
That she was laughing about. Yeah, in case anyone was like, what the fuck?
No, I stand a divorce queen.
I made my team goodie bags.
She's a freaking artist, okay? I might make this my profile picture, if I'm
That would
honest.
be amazing. And I did the colors of...
Did you see the regret of offering that? She said that would be amazing. And his face, what did I do?
Zimbabwe's flag. And then I said from one hoe to another, good luck on finals.
Like the details. And
one hoe to another, they already knew.
She knows that she's not interested in him, but she likes him as a person.
And she
There was
likes
no
the
chemistry.
friend flirting that they can do.
Totally.
Do you think he told
But she's
her?
also feeling low energy at the moment. You can tell.
I would also like to be friends with Daniel. Daniel, if you're watching.
I don't think he's told her yet.
I think she's acting like he's a gay friend already, though. So whether consciously or unconsciously,
I
there's
think
already that dynamic.
I think it's
of
unconscious because most Mormons have like a super bad gaydar.
Which route is he taking, though? The I'm gay, but I'm still Mormon and the church will catch up? Or is he...
So from what I've gathered, he's on his last semester of BYU right now. So I think he's like, he hasn't really said, but my assumption is that he will be gay once he graduates BYU. Because I feel like being at BYU is usually what keeps people still having to
pretend.
do that. And so I'm hoping the timing is purposeful and, you know.
All right. We shall see.
Yes.
Because I love Taylor Swift. We're gonna see when they come.
What in the world?
I got Taylor Swift here.
They're
I bet he
holding
loves
hands.
Taylor Swift, but hasn't liked her last 2 albums, fake fan.
Ooh, look what you made Sam do.
She's
Thank you.
Do you have any sisters?
Right at the top, and she is
Okay, I
our
remember
favorite
that.
sister. Go see it.
Oh my gosh. What?
We're gonna go on a limo ride.
Okay, whoa.
The whole time this show is going, my body is just coursing with cortisol. Every episode, the whole episode.
What is even fun about going on a limo ride as a Mormon? You can't drink. You can't like really make out or anything. Like, what are they going to do? Just sit there and chat awkwardly in a limo instead of outside? It's like, you might as well save that money.
It's about feeling rich, a Mormon's favorite thing.
He's intimidated by Scott and Scott getting the date, which, you know, I don't like Scott, so I get it. But he's intimidated by Scott. And so right now he's flexing to try and like, you know, look at these muscles that my Mormon approved white shirt can't even hold in. And what else do I have? Money.
Except Remington probably paid for the limo. It probably wasn't even his date idea.
I bet he paid for it.
You think this
Good
guy
question.
paid for it?
Yeah.
Really?
Or he knows someone who's like a limo driver.
Yeah, I'm
and
sure
that's
he
how
knows. I'm
leveraged
sure
it.
Remington has the connection, though. I struggle to believe that these people plan their own dates.
They're Mormons. It's one of his 9 brothers that's going to be driving.
Remington's like telling them what to do.
He's not going to roll up and be like, "Hey, where are we filming for your date?" He's gonna want to like have the show fit a certain mold.
I think it's probably a
50-50.
combo of the
we
two.
can't really know.
I think it's probably a combo of. I think Sam's right that there's preparation and planning, as in he calls, but I do think they probably leave it up to them.
It's not like he just rolls up and is like, "Hey, Remington, this is what I'm doing." It's like they've probably brainstormed together, and Remington may have floated that idea out. Like, I don't know or Remington might just tell him, "You're going to go take her on a limo ride." We can't know.
I like to believe it's sheer chaos, and Remington gets off on that.
The suspense I have right now is if Scott is going to react to the limo thing. I just want to see him. I still think he's going to win in the end, but I just want to see him hurt in the meantime. Like all of the walls he's punched.
I like being fancy every once in a while. Like, okay.
Are we ready?
You go first. You going? Doesn't look at that.
Why put the flowers on the ground?
Thank you.
Oh my nice.
Is it cider?
Whoa. No, it's good. It's
so you'll keep this like locked. Okay. And then it'll basically just be movement like in your shoulders.
Like that?
Just like that, yeah.
The oldest trick in the book.
The teacher, everyone.
Next, they're going to play pool. Like it's just going to be a series of... And then baseball, little putt-putt.
So you go like...
Oh, I'm sorry, what do I do? It's
kind of like this.
Oh, like that?
And, yeah.
So tempted to double speed again.
You're back.
Sure.
Why is he wearing such a fancy outfit?
Golf.
That's a golf thing.
The opening joke that I usually do.
It's a sport, but you're supposed to dress up like you're going to a fucking wedding.
So many issues with golf. They just keep stacking up.
Yup. Akine says, I've been in total shutdown today due to a panic attack. Thank you for helping me unwind. I was so happy when I got the notification. I also get panic attacks, so I feel for you very much. Abby Patet says, from a former Mormon girl and a former Catholic girl who fell in love and now binge Pumpkin Daddy and Zelf on the shelf together. That's wonderful.
The way God intended.
Indeed.
It's like, I'm from Zimbabwe. That's in Africa, for those of you that don't know. And I know what goes through people's minds when I say I'm from Africa and I look like this. They say, why is he so well-fed? It's a new diet I've been trying out for the American dream, or...
Oh wait, that's hilarious.
Where is your loincloth? And of course the most common question I get is, if you're from Africa, then why are you white? Yep. Straight up. And these are all very valid questions, and they have one simple answer. You are ignorant.
Yes, that's exactly.
Hey, so this is obviously a stand-up bit that he's fleshed out before, no doubt. But who can blame him? It was solid.
I don't think it was solid. It was very derivative of Mean Girls. Also, I feel a bit uncomfy because, like, he probably did grow up privileged in Zimbabwe, and maybe the reason he grew up privileged is because he was white and his family's been white for generations. And, I don't know. I don't think it was very funny.
I still like the guy, but you really should not call ignorance on people for what they don't know about white people in Africa, because if you find out about white people in Africa, there's a lot of uncomfortable things. Yeah.
Anyway, still a big fan of Daniel, and, we all make mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. His basic bitch impression is pretty good.
That was solid.
Spot on.
Yeah,
exactly right.
And then people go in a board and do all this sort of stuff. It's just, you should try it. Once. You have to do it as a bucket. I will coach you through it.
Okay, one thing at a time. I held a snake this week, and that
was actually a stand-up set. That was him practicing stand-up. We must have missed that beginning bit.
Got it.
That makes me feel better about it. Still
I
bad,
held a snake on Saturday, and I had nightmares about it the whole next night, where I was just laying there, and there was snakes slithering all over my body, and I couldn't move, and it was an actual nightmare. because I did something scary. So one thing at a time.
What's up? Do you mind if I interrupt for a second?
Sure.
Speaking of snakes, I'm sorry.
Let's dissect that a little bit. Let's subject that to some Jungian analysis.
Snakes are fucking terrifying. I don't care who you are.
I just found a hole in my favorite jeans.
I like snakes. Whatever is happening with the video where it's getting really blocky around her hand looks like when the red woman takes off her necklace. Her hand looks like it's turning to actual skeleton.
Yep.
Yeah.
What can you do? Thanks so much.
Thank you.
So I want to get to know more about you.
Okay.
We haven't gotten to talk that much.
Yeah.
So your life, what do you see going like? Your work, family.
My life.
Give me a skinny corn.
See getting married, having
With this many guys, I think you're pretty secure.
We'll see. Yeah.
How are you?
Any thoughts on the limo ride?
I just still think she has like low level LA energy, and I just can't imagine this. This is not going to work out for her. If she gets married from this show or from whatever, it's going to be bad. She's going to be unfulfilled. I think
she's the only one who has built a team where we didn't find anybody charming, and the person she's liking the most is the worst.
Is like truly terrible, and I feel like the other two would think he was terrible, but probably just wouldn't say anything.
Yeah.
So well, how are you?
Good. It's good to see you. I was excited for this. I was excited to see you.
I was excited to
I was. And I loved your card that you gave me.
Oh,
Your
good.
drawing abilities.
I really do like that she's so open and she really cares about the things that seem to be most
You were right. It is Simpkins.
important. And so I want to express that to her and let her know that I appreciate being on her team, and she's really fun, and I really look forward to getting to know her better.
Yeah, she speaks Italian.
That guy could be a kin of the Sims.
What'd you say?
He could be kin of the Sims.
He does seem computer generated.
I just say why and you love it. Oh my gosh. No, si parlo un po' di italiano. But you'll learn one day.
Yeah. I still can't believe you pulled this off. I was not. Wow. Way to go. I think this is the most extreme anyone has talked to so far.
Yeah.
I'm trying to show you how I like it.
Oh, okay. I see.
I got tough competition. You got Scott.
She keeps doing that sound. She keeps making the sound. I found her shyness and somewhat of her not being able to come out of her shell charming, and now she's putting on an act, and I hate it.
Yeah. She is every Mormon girl.
Yeah.
He is not going to make it long.
So scandalous.
No, I
you got
always
me
feel like
Skittles.
I think the reason she might be out of her shell is that she doesn't like him that much.
Yeah, honestly.
Maybe.
I gotta show him what I got. So.
Oh my! I think you did that. I think you definitely did that.
Notice how he's just focusing
was-
on it being a competitive element and having like nothing to do with her. He like keeps bringing up like, oh well, there's a lot of competition. Scott's doing this, the bro's doing that. I wanted to show him up, and it's like, that's what it's about.
He probably just thinks that's funny. Also, he has way too arrogant energy.
Yeah.
For being a very mediocre white man.
Yeah.
And you just defined being a mediocre white man.
he is the white man archetype.
Maybe
So
we
much
all
better.
have the
This week was
courage.
super, super fun.
That's cool.
But I mean, last week was a good reality check. You just never know.
Yeah.
You just never know what people are going to do. You don't know what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and so.
What
Close up a little
happened?
bit. I can maybe.
Was that her finding out that Walker was texting another girl? Like, I could see her kind of still holding that against him. But still liking him and not wanting to kick him off because she still wants him.
He wasn't the one who revealed it, so I don't know what it was about last week that you never know. Walker, yeah, so it was it
I think
texting?
she's talking about that.
I thought it
He
was
just
that,
had said that he had been like dating other girls, basically.
and that he had been complaining to
bragging
somebody
about it.
else about how he never has to work this hard to get a girl to like him, and that kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe see that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like the best qualities of you are like coming out, and I really like to see that. Like you don't give a crap about what other people think, and like I really like that. And I think it's especially being on camera and having all of this like right now, like you just don't care, which I really like, and I feel like that's a really cool quality about you.
Thank you.
You're not like the other girls who care about the camera crew following us around at all times.
Something I've observed is that a lot of the time, I noticed this while watching Love Island, so it could be confined to reality TV shows, but I think it extrapolates to life, is that a lot of the time people think that people don't care about what people think, when actually they do, because they're putting on this like act that they don't give a shit. And that in of itself, so like a lot of the time they're perceiving like the person's like trying to come across like that. Anyway,
Yeah,
because she seems quite intensely concerned.
Yeah, exactly.
Her thank you was more of like
power position.
The thank you was more like, oh, good, it's working. Good. Nailing it.
Yes, I do not.
Thank you, Erica. Erica said, "You guys have seriously helped me through so much. As an ex-mo, love you all and love the streams."
Heck yeah. This is the guy who I can't stand that. I feel like he is on pickup artist forums all the time, but he mostly only focuses on the peacock thing. With the ridiculous pants last week and the fanny pack all the time. Yeah.
Okay, so today I thought we would do something a little special. I know what your favorite movie is. So I figured I'd just watch a little movie and some snacks.
I can't understand.
Mints, just in case. Oh my gosh.
It seems really fun and cozy to have a movie night sitting on a blanket on a hard floor in a ball gown. That sounds so comfy and fun. Good. God, Remington.
So, this is for you. Does this give you a hint of what
That
movie
looks shit. They're gonna watch a movie like that?
I guess. I don't think there's no way they're gonna watch a whole movie though. Right?
No. Yeah. That's a Netflix and chill.
I just want to get to the flower ceremony.
Baby Yoda hasn't even come out yet.
They're gonna watch Vine compilations.
It's just Daniel's video.
My second best friend on the show. Can I speak with Ellie, my best friend on the show?
Oh, thank you so much.
That sounded forced.
Why is he back? Can't some of the other guys be cycled in more? Why is he already so dominant? We're only on episode 3.
He referenced, he called him my best friend on the show twice, which I think is meant to imply he hates him.
It's a power move.
He's the least challenging.
Fun?
Yes, it was.
Something again.
I'll see you around.
Scott, you're in. She really liked it, and so we had a great time talking. I feel like I really got to connect better with her, and I feel like our relationship really got to grow a lot, even though it's 10-15 minutes. But
so much growth.
I like her a
So
lot.
good.
I'm starting to really
10,
feel like
15 minutes of small talk. That is all it takes for a relationship to deepen a lot in Mormonism.
And it just goes from there. I'm trying to think what this guy could do with his hair where I'd hate it less.
Yeah, just start
Maybe
about here
shorter.
and just
something. Yeah.
Like I could see this going somewhere, and so she was pointing out. She said, "Hey, this is the hardest anyone's tried so far," and I was like,
Kmart.
It's
The
'cause I like
bar
him.
is so low. Like, no, I from a relationship compatibility. The bar is so low.
So low.
It grew so much in this round. In the next one, they're going to be talking about their kids' names, Mackenzie.
Someone being able to have like 10 minutes of like not that awkward conversation is considered a huge win. There was like no chemistry. The bar is so low.
Made it messy like that.
Is this an okay time to sneak in?
It's never an okay time in OSB, but you're good. You can do it.
Don't forget yourself.
Thank you so much.
Don't forget yourself. Bye.
She opened up a lot, and she expressed that she really enjoys having me on her team, and I feel likewise. Like, she's super cool, and she's really fun, and I've had a lot of fun getting to know her.
Aren't we just
There's too many of the commentary moments. That guy has been on like 4 times on the screen saying the exact same thing. Really looking forward to getting to know her better.
I'm going to scream if they're going to try and convince us that they're going to watch a movie on a wooden floor with a thin blanket on it. In ball gowns.
And you have all that stuff outside. Like, if you wanted to do the picnic thing, go do a fucking picnic.
We can do that too. I haven't heard you sing except for just yelling in the car, though.
How are you? So good. How are you?
Let's leave.
This is apartment complex. Lingering hug, still not looking her in the eye, smacking gum. Why is she so into him? What is her dad like? I'm seriously concerned.
I hate him.
Okay.
Here's what I figure. If we leave and just start walking, then they have to find
Not
you.
looking at her.
True.
So we're gonna walk far.
Okay.
Well, 1 second.
Get your fucking gum out.
Yes,
Is he the
thank
kid
you.
who used to play
Now we're ready.
alfalfa on the real?
Okay.
Fucking what? I mean, like, it's not a surprise, but get the fuck out of here.
That should be a disqualification.
Remington, you didn't bleep that out? Fuck you.
Why did Remington allow that? Did he just want to get views on the show and stir up controversy? That is the only remotely viable explanation I can think of. What the?
If that doesn't disqualify him for her, the respect I had for Ellie is gone. Out.
This is horrifying.
You can't. It won't work with a MAGA man.
We knew he supported Trump. We all knew he supported Trump.
Yeah, no doubt.
But to openly wear it as a badge of honor like that,
as a gimmick on a show.
I'm like, is he going to? His potential for evil is horrifying. Oh my God.
Can you imagine the kinds of arguments he gets in on behalf of Trump with that way he works, where he just, whenever you give a pause, he basically just Kellyanne Conway's it, listens for any word, and then just goes off on another thing and will at some point accuse you of murdering babies.
Ellie, bless your little 18-year-old heart.
Mm.
Is he going to wear it on the date as well?
She's 19. She's ready.
Oh boy.
So I figured this time, did you know I make memes and stuff, right? I do. I make memes. I make memes online. I figured we could go over some of them.
Okay.
If you want to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I made a little memes for.
Can you imagine going on a date and saying to a girl, "Oh, I make YouTube videos online. Do you want to watch some of them?"
No, I've dated people for months before they even knew I had a YouTube.
I don't volunteer the information.
Let alone watch my memes.
We definitely don't watch episodes together, but I don't know what else I would say about. There's no other part to my personality but my channel. That's it. And
you have a legit thing though. Yours isn't like a. We're not the same.
You have a personality that stands on its own, Jimothy.
Yeah, you've got a whole different thing going.
I've become where basically I don't want to tell you what I do for work until later. Just, not a lot of people like that.
Gigolo.
B.
You did?
I did.
I love that.
That's fake.
One lifetime. Let me lead you for solitude.
Alright, what do you think's the best
Woman dating is horrifying. It's so horrifying. Woman dating. Why would you make a show calling attention to this?
I'm gonna throw up. I'm literally gonna.
This is a hard episode.
This sunlight is the best disinfectant, maybe.
This might be worse than animal abuse episode.
Because we're the animals getting abused.
Because we're being abused too.
All right, let's listen to MAGA guy. He's got his hat on him somewhere.
No. Done anything exciting since last time I saw you?
Since last time we saw each other, which was 4 years ago. Feels like a long time.
Okay.
My domain is going to be the basement and the yard.
Okay.
I say I'm the self-declared biggest Kentucky Wildcats fan in Provo.
Yeah.
Whatever the wife wants, she'll tell me I'll pay for it. But I was like, dude, I've never played.
Okay,
the
only way I can see yeah, that was weird. The only way I can see Remington getting redemption here is if he introduced the MAGA idea and is going to show him revealing that to Ellie, and then Ellie being like, no, but I don't know that that's going to happen.
She is striking me.
Because if she hasn't got it by now, her dad probably supports Trump or something.
With her liking him the way she has so far and what she's like, she is striking me as the idealized honeybee submissive wife. I think it'll be fine for her. And here's the thing. I'm not so offended by people who are Republican and they're like, well, Trump is who we have and we're still getting Republican stuff done. To wear the hat means the guy's your role
That's antagonistic.
Model.
Yeah, that is
He likes Trump because he sees so many qualities in him.
No, totally.
Also, I do have an issue with Republicans saying, oh, it's okay that there's sexual predators in the White House because his sexual predation of women is small in comparison to me getting my Republican things pushed through.
For the record, I wasn't saying that's okay.
I know you weren't.
The enthusiasm of people being like, well, I'm a Republican and we have a Republican in the House or in the White House. It's a different level when it's because a lot of Mormons, at least at one point, didn't like Trump.
Right.
But
And
now,
still, I think largely he doesn't do as well.
I'd like to think he's not doing that well in Provo.
All right.
I hope not.
Well, he's about to walk her into a field where there's a burning cross, so let's go
let's
see
check
it.
that. Yeah.
So I bought your ball. He said, you should try. And I thought, you know what? I should try.
Okay.
What is a breakfast nook?
What is a breakfast nook? Get your head out of your ass.
Narcissist codependent dynamic already established. I hate him. Her like willingness to just listen to him while he just says the dumbest shit and then she makes him feel like a champ. That's so alarming. But also classic and not surprising.
Let me make sure. Let's check in on our super chats. I think I just have one, and I passed by it. Elizabeth Moody, I know trigger is overused, but Scott is triggering. I don't think that is an overuse of that phrase at all.
If anyone who's like been through an abusive relationship situation with a man like Scott is like an archetype of, there's so many men like Scott, and I bet there are women watching who have experienced a Scott in their lives, and it is terrifying. You can see the similarities so clearly.
I would like to say that clearly the three of us have incredible first impression abilities because we called so much about this. I'm positive at some point one of us said, Scott's one of those MAGA guys. Like,
oh yeah, there wasn't a doubt in my mind that he liked Donald Trump.
Deny me and betray me. I've heard some rumors. I don't know. I've heard that she's divorced.
She's been married.
That's what he just brought up.
So he's talking about that.
Yeah.
Rumors? Why is it not just open? Why is it like this big thing? Why wouldn't you just state that in the beginning of the show? Like, this girl's been divorced as part of her story. You know, like, it's weird that it's this secret.
Because it's still kind of taboo in Mormon culture. Not as much, but
I want to hear his whole thing on it. I want to see if he's shitty about it.
I've heard some rumors. I don't know. I've heard that she's divorced. I heard that like the first night actually, Lauren's divorced, and so I don't know. I want to talk with her about it.
You tell me. You're a Provo boy.
I think that means he's likely shitty in his head about it, but I guess
I think he's probably like fine with it, but still sees it as a big deal. You know.
I'm gonna guess it's less the divorce and more the virginity he's not cool with.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Threatened.
When do you date a lot of hair girls?
No, I've dated everybody.
Have you?
Oh, not everybody. I've dated everybody.
Hear that?
Oh, hey, I've dated everybody. So, no, I've dated all types of groups of people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Same.
Black, white, Hispanic.
What that mean?
Hair girls.
Black, white, Hispanic hair girls. The four races.
The three genders.
Nurses.
I love nurses. They're so great.
Okay. Well, Austin showed up with a baby, so that's really cool.
I'm sorry.
Low blow, man. You know how.
Mind if I interrupt for a second?
Yeah, you're good. Okay.
Baby?
Why is the baby there?
Why have you brought a baby? Whose
the
fucking baby is that?
Is Scott going to sacrifice that baby to the gods?
she's babe. Remember that she's like way into babies too. That's.
I love babies, so I borrowed this baby.
What the fuck?
That baby didn't consent to this. Why has this baby been taken out of his normal routine for this?
I'm gonna take a baby?
COPPA violation. COPPA violation.
Yes, you look stylish today. Whoa! The confidence.
No! So do you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's cut the leaves.
Okay.
Point to him. One. How are ya? Yeah, y'all finish counting the leaves. I want to know later how many leaves are on that.
Okay.
Do the rose if it's yellow.
I just think
Rose is coming so many times.
it's important that she knows this is the nicest he's capable of being.
Mm-hmm.
The nicest.
The nicest. That's like I don't know that I ever would have gone for a Scott, but I can imagine myself at BYU Idaho. Like, I definitely dated guys that now I'd be like, ooh, no, scary, troubling.
Yeah.
But back then, you're like, oh, he's Mormon, he's a good person. Like, you just don't pick up on signs. You don't know shit.
He gives me the actual willies.
Yeah.
You should know this.
Not worry.
You should know this.
All right, see you later.
All right, I'll see you.
One time with Ellie.
I feel like you just saw that hug and the guy was waiting. He definitely made a hard eye contact with that guy and just like winked at him as he was hugging her. Like, you know, he did something shitty like that.
Tonight was good. We went for a walk, and it was just great. It was almost like the camera wasn't there, and the fact that we've gotten to the point where we can be that
normal in front of a camera means that we're developing a good relationship. And
that was normal, was it?
That's the best he can hope for, is to appear normal.
Yeah, exactly. That's going to become a big part of their relationship.
Also, thumbnail maybe? Look at this. Look at this face. I gotta give you the whole thing here. Hate it. Hate everything about it.
Charles Perrault, when he published The Sleeping Beauty back in 1697, he got the idea for it one afternoon when he saw Ellie taking an afternoon nap.
I bet he loved the concept of Sleeping Beauty, just a woman being passed out that he can kiss.
Oh, yeah. Ah!
I thought he was actually gonna like say a real fact, because it sounded like the kind of fact that salesmen learn to sell stuff. The kind of like,
no,
well,
he read that.
That's exactly
Reddit.
yeah.
He looked that up somewhere. He didn't come up with that.
That he got. God, I hate it.
Sleeping Beauty. Sleepy. What the fuck?
But it was
Just
that he said he got the inspiration for that story after seeing Ellie taking a nap. And now I feel like this guy keeps watching Ellie sleep.
From Sleeping Beauty, like, what did you think that story was?
He would
about?
love to touch her while she's asleep.
I think that's probably already happening.
I think he just has such a juvenile view of women that in his mind he's like, because she's such a princess, and like has no depth further than that. Like that's the only thought he put into that sentiment.
Whatever my wife wants, I'll pay for it. He very much she's so moldable, and that's what I find attractive.
Last season was so much better because I don't think Colin would ever hit a woman, and that to me
I don't think
is
so. I miss Colin.
You know,
I thought I'd never
it's a low
say
bar,
it.
but it's like Colin feels safe. Like he's going to be in like a boring marriage where they're not really that into each other after a few years, but it's going to be safe.
Yeah.
Give us like 25 seconds. 25 seconds? You can watch the last part of this. Oh, here we go. Oh, I guess that means it's over. Should have pushed buttons.
You watched the whole movie, did you? Is this what you think women want? What kind of woman wants this? Why is she going for this?
Women want to see you do cartwheels, nothing else.
This week, at least it's more entertaining than last week, but it's in the worst ways. I can feel the tension of what we've been watching. I feel is in my shoulders right now, and I can't let it go.
I was just like,
He's the best.
Oh, he's the best.
I know.
I in my interview, my like little.
Dude, we've gotten so close.
That kid has macrocornea.
Who is this baby? You can't just have this baby on screen without. We need a thorough explanation now.
What do you mean we've gotten so close? Y'all hang out all the time?
You and that baby?
What secrets are you sharing? These don't know shit about shit.
Can you take
Smile. Crew, smile.
Oh my goodness.
Who's Crew?
The kid.
Is it his baby? His brother?
It's gotta be his brother.
This is my illegitimate child.
We deserve an explanation of who this baby is. I'm furious that we haven't got one.
Good. How's yours?
I would say I'm looking forward to talking to Ellie more on a deeper level and maybe having more physical contact.
Relax your face.
Relax your dick.
Relax your dick
Hasn't
and your
spoken
face.
to her for more than 5 minutes, but wants more physical contact.
It would be really nice if, what's her name again? If she could just touch me more, that'd be great.
Graze me even.
This is one of the guys, though, that each week, if somebody brought out trivia cards and was like, is this person on Provo's most eligible? I'd take a shot in the dark.
Also, though, I'm really hoping that she starts being into someone else more than Scott, because... So now I'm rooting for her with anyone but Scott. I'm team anyone but Scott.
They haven't brought back the MAGA hat yet either. What's going on?
Yes.
Kind of like my feelings on Trump.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're both feeling it, yeah, I guess, but I don't see her being ready for that yet. But definitely something else.
This is just awkward making him watch. He's just making that guy watch the end of the date.
Also, Disney movies on a date.
None of these guys have like put a single thought into how she is going to feel about any of this. This has all been them being like, well, here's how I can look cool.
Classic
and it's
moment
so
boy.
dumb. Like, why make her feel embarrassed? She's like part of the show. She wants it to go well. She's not trying to sit there and make this dude feel awkward.
We've got to push through some more of this though, because we're only a third of the way through.
Yeah. I'm gonna go pee and stop talking.
We're getting
Sorry.
Okay. Let's see
how bad.
this work. All right. Woo, a formal hammock. Formally.
Nobody
hammock.
enjoys getting in a hammock with another person.
All right. This is relaxing.
Yeah. It's always good to pull out the hammock.
Of course. Of course.
So
He's trying way too hard to touch her. She feels so uncomfortable. They've barely even talked and he's making her like snuggle up to him and she's wearing a dress. This is such bullshit.
Yeah, she does not like. Look at her face.
She's so uncomfortable. This is the wrong time. He's thinking that the way to woo women is just get them to touch you. God.
How are you?
How are you?
So good. Hey, we're gonna go on a walk.
Great.
Okay, look. I got your flowers.
That is
Here you
so
go.
sweet.
I had to like protect them because like the water and stuff.
That's so thoughtful.
Scott Walker's back. That's all I was stopping in.
So good.
Okay.
So, what have you been up to
Still
this
weird.
weekend? Anything exciting?
My parents were in town.
Oh,
yeah,
right,
for Father's Day. Yeah.
That's fun.
Yep. Because I have a sister that lives in Orem, so.
Okay.
Romantically going to the woods.
He's definitely going home. Like, obviously. Obviously, he's going
Which
home.
is weird because she seems to like Limo guy more than him.
Yeah.
And do you know what I think it is? I just realized I think maybe she's like attracted to a certain level of arrogance because Limo guy had like an arrogance to him as well as Scott. I don't even know. I can't figure her out. It's
But
just
because she
disturbing.
grew up in Mormonism, she thinks arrogance is confidence.
Also, where is the baby gone? Someone made a great comment.
The baby's just gone.
Then just
Let's go into the
literally zero baby explanation.
Great.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm glad I brought my
Duck your head.
funky
This
girls.
is a good spot. So
This is where he's
That's
trying to
not
talk her
right.
into breaking the law of chastity.
That's them in the woods.
Yeah, he's hoping they can get some action.
Everyone has terrible, terrible game when it comes to where to put a picnic down. Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, you're on a golf course.
But they're putting it on the pine needles in the woods nearby where the golfers go to pee if they're not close to one of the stalls.
Oh.
we don't have to sew. You can hold this.
This is the sweetest thing ever. Oh my goodness.
Her bar is so low for him to succeed. He has to do nothing, and she's just like,
Look pretty.
No one has ever treated anyone this well before.
Okay.
Which one do you want?
I want this one, the yellow one.
Here you are, my lady.
Oh, thank you, good sir.
I've always said when couples start speaking in British accents to each other, that's when they have nothing left to talk about.
Downhill from there. Trust me.
I do a British accent
You know
a lot.
it's true.
Yes.
With each other in couple, Jimothy.
I just in general.
Too many like accents and like voices in a relationship. I'm always skeptical. I'm
Well,
like, everyone does their bit. I get it.
A little bit. And
It's
Jimmy's
a part of
actually
being
one.
bonded.
Jimmy, you might be like the best person at impressions that I know. So
Yes, that doesn't
That's a
really
different
count in the
level.
same way. But yeah, a lot of people get into really cringy voices, and I'm like, why are you afraid to be yourselves?
Especially if it's like to like deliver, they want to like say, hey, I think you kind of suck, but they're trying to just like, so it's stuff like, hey, I don't like it when you treat me that way.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That kind of.
See you later.
See you around.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Is this his hammock, or are we gonna
Yes.
sit in chairs?
I forgot this
whatever
guy
you want.
again.
Chairs sound more comfortable. Yeah.
Stop running so fast. Look what it's doing to your hair.
Let's do chairs.
A lot of the guys have been saying she's kind of hard to get to know, so it's going to be a challenge, but I'm excited to take on that challenge today and get to know her and see what happens.
So I thought since we haven't really been on a one-on-one date at all, I thought I'd bring it to us. So I brought us some fake rosé and some flowers for you.
I think he's going home this week. I think him for Lauren, the guy for Ellie that's going home is the one that forced her to be in the hammock that she hated. These are my predictions so far.
Let's cheers to.
Avoid the appearance of
I'm so
evil,
bad at
bitches.
All right.
Cheers. Do you have any?
Yeah.
How about to finding love, happiness?
Okay.
Straw.
Let's make a toast.
Okay. What should we toast on? Your choice.
To week 3.
Fucking offensive to the turtles that they would use a straw in a glass that can't even hold a straw.
By the way, in a dating scenario, when you're coming up with a toast, usually you say something like, to getting to know each other better, or something like that. She tells
to week 3. To something that will happen regardless of like its outcome in my life in any way.
You might not even be here, but to week 4. No,
it's like to air.
So good. Do you actually like Diet Coke, or are you just doing it because you know I like it?
No, it's good. It's very okay.
He straight up doesn't like it.
No.
How many siblings?
Sorry.
So I got 2 older brothers, and I'm the baby.
Aw.
I am the favorite, actually.
Of course, the baby's always
always the favorite. Where do you wind up?
I'm 2nd of 6.
Yeah.
You hip hop?
I used to actually like break dance and do like big hip hop in 7th and 8th grade. Yeah. Crazy, right? I don't do it anymore. I can't twirl and pop.
7th and 8th grade.
Big hip hop.
I do a little hip hop dancing in my day. I don't know. I can't throw shade. I used to get down, little floor work.
Oh my gosh.
I can booty drop though.
Ooh.
I can booty drop.
Are we gonna see that?
I don't know if I want to do that on camera. No.
You coward.
Do it.
You just like a mini one?
Show.
Jump forward to the MAGA. I want to resolve the MAGA.
Mini one? Should I? I don't know. Alright.
It's up to you. Don't do anything you'll regret.
I'll put my pants over. That's what would be sad, right? So you just like drop these. Hey.
It was.
Anything passes for a personality in Mormonism. Anything. Being willing to be slightly off kilter for a moment.
It was
the
very.
show is the word.
Awful episode.
The worst part is he's one of the ones I like the most of all the guys.
He's one of the best contestants.
He's in like top 2 or 3.
He's a skeeve. I don't like him.
Oh wait, that's right. He was the one who kept like way over touching. Never mind. Forget that.
I
think I was mixing him up with the guy you liked so much in the first week, Sam.
Oh yeah.
Tall, dark, and handsome.
legit missed you. And I was like, yeah, whatever. No, it's true. Like, I was like, I cannot wait to see Walker.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I had so much fun with you on Wednesday.
She's just openly
admitting
admitting that she's the most infatuated with him, aka like the chemicals are going. Like she's not just missing him, she's like needy for him already. She's just laying it out on the table.
Get out of Earth, Walker.
And so I was like, it was nice to be able to like talk to you and stuff, but I was excited to see the night.
That makes me so happy, seriously. Like, because last week I seriously missed you so much, and this week as well. I was kind of super bummed I didn't get like the one-on-one date because carnivals are my absolute favorite.
Really?
I was like, it's whatever. I was like,
I forgot he didn't go to the carnival with her.
She didn't invite him to play it cool. I'm certain she liked him the most last week too.
Oh, yeah.
She invited that other guy who
Yep.
I think that was the guy who had originally tattled on him.
Yeah, and it might even have been a power move, like a bitchy, like I'm gonna take the guy who told on you.
It's a good move.
Yeah, I bet it's made him but they're creating this artificial desire for each other because it's both based on like not wanting to lose, You
know what? I hope she gets to make out with him.
Yes.
And then she
realizes
she leaves him.
He's the worst.
Yep. I hope so.
I get the sense that won't happen.
I get the sense that it won't either. So far, nothing that I've wanted to happen has happened on this show because we're watching it.
I'm rooting for a golf cart accident, but that's nice of you two.
That takes out MAGA and him in one fell swoop.
Yes. They're both driving their own golf carts. They see somebody pretty and submissive on the horizon, so they begin to race. Yeah.
Thank you to... You need to start calling that super chats too.
Thank you, Ragabash Dabbler. Buy a bottle of cheap Trader Joe's wine for the next episode on me. You guys deserve it.
We actually don't get Trader Joe's wine in our state of Utah because of alcohol laws, but they did just get 5% Trader Joe's beer for the first time since they upped the beer percentage they can sell. So, I mean, tiny wins.
Zebra Vlog says hi. Zebra Vlog says hi. And Brianna Torres says, the editing of the show kills me. It's so jarring. Thank you guys for making it bearable. You could have said that about this show or my regular show with my smash cuts. All right.
Guys, 2 people in the comments just said, no, the guy who tattled was kicked off. He was eliminated right after he told him Walker. So that guy we took on the date was not that guy.
Okay.
Wait, the guy who tattled? Wasn't that Meme Lord? Wasn't that the meme guy?
I don't know anymore.
Pretty sure that was the meme guy.
It also wasn't 2 people in the comments, it was the same person. So
my perception of reality is getting jarred. We shouldn't read the comments.
I don't know what's real anymore.
Yeah? You did the boop on the nose again.
I did the boop on the nose again. I'm just patient. Your time will
Fuck
come.
already.
She's putting up a physical barrier because she feels the draw in to do so.
He wants it
She's
so
flirting.
bad.
She's using the straws to
She
flirt.
is horny.
Keep him
He's
out.
horny. Go for it.
No, I don't want him to succeed ever. I don't, even at the cost of B being annoying, I don't like him.
Okay, these horny losers are a welcome break from the Ellie Scott abuse dynamics. So I'm rooting for these hot people.
I'd rather see two hot people destroy each other passively than a MAGA.
Yes, exactly. Than like Ellie, who will probably have 4 kids with him before she even realizes she's in an abusive relationship. These guys, I'm like, they could get divorced after 2 years. They'll be fine. They'll grow from it.
Yeah.
MAGA guy is just a different side of the same coin as this guy, because this guy's so full of himself, so self-assured.
Different. He wouldn't hit a woman, is my sense. Or at least he doesn't give off hit a woman vibes.
I'd love to see what side comes out of him if he and Scott were on the same team, if they were competing for the same person.
This guy is just like a Provo bro who will like ghost girls after making out with them. Scott's like an abusive man.
Yeah. All right.
Different ball game for me. I can root for these guys on some level.
Yeah, Scott really like upped the scale of hatred that we have for like the people on the show.
It's concern more than anything.
Season 1, we would have thought this guy was the devil, but
Yeah, we can't afford to pick and choose anymore.
All right. I think
This guy
like
might
Scott,
be the most feminist.
Scott, it's so clear what he's like when he explodes. This guy, I think it's less obvious. I want to see him explode. Let's see what that side of him's like.
Really?
It will.
Okay.
Unless you screw it up. I'm just kidding. You won't. I don't think you'll screw it up. You
No,
just earned
those
yourself
games.
some serious points with the Coke and the flowers.
Well, thanks for coming out with us today.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I like it.
You just stood there. You just stood on a path. Oh god, a kiss. Wait, who initiated that?
they're both just going.
They went from the hug to looking in the eye. Let's see what happens.
Thank you. I really appreciate all this.
Thank you. Here, I'll like pack it back.
Don't like that. Didn't I take back what I said? That was uncomfortable.
He took her into pine needles. Piss-covered pine needles.
They just stood on a patch of dirt
For their
drank a
first kiss.
Diet Coke, and then I was like, did they plan to do that? What?
Kids, I'd like to tell you about the first kiss me and your mom had. Yeah, you know what? I better not.
worried.
It sucks.
Look at Banksy Tanner.
It's truly
He's
terrible.
genuinely concerned right now.
I'm sorry.
My cat Banksy is looking so alarmed.
He's an empath. It's a struggle and a
an
gift.
I want to pause and take more time, but we can't.
I just want to say thank you to Potassium Cashion saying, for me, the gum is an anxiety thing. And twice I dislocated my jaw from stress, so I chew gum.
Dislocates your jaw from stress. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that sucks.
Rachel writes, that long dress is awful. Modest doesn't have to be ugly, but here we are, LMAO.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you in your spot.
I need something a little stronger than the Coke.
What? What would that be for you?
Bitch.
A 5-hour energy? What?
My time with B went really well. It was awesome. Yeah, it was good.
What's even the point of having her anymore? Let her leave the show and have the other two fight it out.
So he's going to be excited until the point where he jizzes in his pants during a makeout, and that's when he's done with her.
This is so sad and Mormon because, like, oh god, just like it's them kissing is like to them an arbitrary relationship marker. So now they feel like they're somewhere that they're not. They still don't know each other. You could have a little kiss like that with literally a different person every night if you wanted to in the real world.
It's
okay.
And in Provo, honestly.
A couple people have asked me if I'm okay, and no, I'm not.
No, he's not okay.
Please,
He's spiraling right now.
Send super chats. They help. They're healing. Send the healing power of super chats.
I heard just now that B kissed Walker.
Walker kissed B.
And
I heard that B hesitated. This is what I heard.
I would rather not be.
Didn't she ask him to?
No, wasn't she like, are you going to kiss me right now?
I thought she said, you can kiss me right now. And he went, yeah, and then went in for. I thought that's what happened.
Make sure that when I kiss them, that like I genuinely have feelings for them.
I'm not the type of person that just wants to force a kiss, you know? It has to be like on both sides, it has to be natural.
So B and I were gonna keep it low key, but then I come back and everybody knows. Everybody and their dog knows that we kissed. Yeah, we had a little smooch. It's whatever. I give her a big hug, pull away slowly, keep the hands on the hips, you know? We're super close, and like, can feel it's there, and we're like getting there, and then she like looks to the side, sees the camera, starts laughing. So our foreheads touch, super cute. You know, forehead kisses, anything with the forehead is, you know,
he's
really,
thinking
really
about
special.
it too much.
And then we just,
it's too calculated. It's too planned and forced, and this guy's a psychopath.
Kiss, you know, and it was good for a first kiss.
So I would have put Keaton at the top of the list there, but I think the kiss put Walker at the top of the list now, so.
I love that. I just love this guy so much that he obviously already knows he's gay. He's not like still conflicted about it because he's sitting there and on his own team, he's like amused by who is winning.
Exactly.
He knows he's not going to win.
In it to the lows. Look what he's wearing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Walker kissed B, and I think Keaton is pissed.
You sound 7.
Yeah, Keaton is so mad.
Like, sounds 7 years old.
Like genuinely mad, which is like, it's a show, you know, but I understand there's real feelings involved as well. And he walks in slowly. It's like, ha, dude, you kissed me. And I like doing his face, his Keaton face. And I'm just like, yeah, like, what? He was like, you're making enemies, man. And he was like, I'm gonna step it up now. He's like, I'm gonna put on the real charm. It was a little sooner than I was used to. I'm sure it was sooner than she was used to, but
that's clearly bullshit. This guy is clearly just making out all over campus. That's clearly bullshit.
Like those Mormons who go to drinking parties because they know people will be more vulnerable. They're like totally sober, just hoping they can hook up with someone.
Yeah. This guy's blood alcohol level has raised just by making out, for sure.
Nature of the show and how much time we really get with them, I felt as though I had to show her that I was only into her, not the other two girls. I feel as though we are going to become closer, we are going to become to this level, and so why not participate in an action that will make us closer?
I hope she makes out with more than just him.
Participate in an action that brings us closer.
Even if he wins, I hope that along the way she makes out with every other guy so that he doesn't feel like it's special anymore. I want to take that from him.
Someone said Walker looks like my aunt, and I think we all have an aunt that looks like Walker.
Well, they clearly go to the same hairstylist. It's weird. I didn't know Ellen DeGeneres had a Mormon nephew. It's just strange. Alice Sweet says, always late, I'll watch it at work tonight. Haha, you're missing out. Elizabeth Moody says, my first kiss was worse. Dude was like a dog's tongue down my throat. Tasted like Blue Monster. Can't drink that now. Also hardcore lesbian. All of that sounds awful. That is
I'd
worse.
be a lesbian after that.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later.
And how did you feel about Walker kissing you?
I think it was a reality check that there's other guys. I got a little bit more competitive. Like I started to, get a little jealous, which isn't good. But he's doing good. Whatever Walker's doing, he'll be fine.
It's like you're clearly being a douche, but I also don't disagree with the hand gestures you're making in reference to Walker. Like,
impressive Walker.
Yeah.
That's my Walker impression.
Can I still learn?
Yeah, sure. Test.
You've got 1,000 red cups. All right.
Sorry, man.
You have so many cups.
They're gonna play protein shake bong. What is it called? Pong.
They are.
Yeah, sounds good. Bye.
Nope, it's too many cups. He stacks cups. He's gonna show off his cup stacking skills.
I hope he's good. This could be fun.
You guys are joking.
Good. Oh, by the way, these are for you, by the way.
Thank you. They're not for Devin?
Not for Devin.
Okay.
Not for Devin. Or Jake.
Okay. I wasn't
sure.
sure.
Oh, those are nice flowers.
What if we just finish this rosé?
We'll
Just
see you
take
later.
shots of it in between.
Oh yeah, if you need it, some energy. See you.
Bye.
Okay. I'm excited. So tonight, we've done all the talking, but tonight I thought we could do something that shows a little bit more about who I am and what things I like. And I love games. And I love being spiritual.
Okay.
So I know this is really funny and cheesy, but we are in Provo.
Okay.
And we do this every Monday night. You know, we're always at this place. So we're missing FAG.
We are.
So I thought we could have our own FAG tonight.
A horrifying insight into their filming situation. I don't know why.
I really, really hope he goes home. For people who don't know, FHE is a specifically Mormon thing called Family Home Evening. You're supposed to do it with your family, but when you're off at college, often these institute groups will do it together. And it's basically a bunch of anywhere from 18 to 30-year-olds acting like they're 12. That's pretty much what it is.
This is
A little
really
cheesy.
hard to watch.
Yeah.
So I've got a water bottle for you, and I got high chews inside for the snack.
Love high chews. Oh, good to see you. Come take a seat.
I don't even know what a high chew
Want
is.
some popcorn or Coke?
I'm good.
Oh.
Okay.
If we still, this is the Obama impression guy who the first show, Remington teased us with the MAGA and isn't addressing it. First show, this guy was talking about his Obama impression, and we haven't seen it yet. It makes me so mad.
You ready?
Will it work?
It's gonna work.
Okay.
On your marks, go. Oh, nice.
It's not even as good as stacking.
Oh, just keep going, keep going.
Wait, do I have to get the green cup in?
Oh, that was really close, actually.
He slowed
I
down.
hate this. Why are they doing this? It's
That
worse
is-
than stacking.
That is way worse than cup stacking. Oh my
I
goodness.
hate that I have to watch this.
Actually, who won? Did you guys see?
It was close. It was close.
Lauren.
Okay,
Really
so tell me
quick.
this. You're living your dream.
She dropped a cup. He clearly slowed down to help her win.
Bothell guy says, "Kill Scott for me," and the super chats will flow like water. That's the closest thing I've ever got to a hit order.
Adrian, Scott probably has 1,000 guns. We have 0 guns.
Yeah, we have 0 guns, but
I do not have 0 guns. I'm just saying. I'm not a,
he
not
for
a
sure
fan
has
of
more
them.
guns than all of us combined.
Not a fan of them. No, I don't have more than I don't have tons of guns. Not a fan of guns, but where I live and where I have lived, it's like the uncomfortable being surrounded by ridiculous people with guns without having guns.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
Dream life.
Okay.
What does it look like? Where are you at? What are you doing?
Definitely. I'm at the beach for sure.
Same right there. And then you look over and I'm like, hey, Eric. Because I'm there too. Because I love the beach. That's what I meant. I'm not in your dream life, but yeah, keep going.
I mean, who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
So
He's not gonna
I'm not
win.
in your dream life. I don't belong there. Don't put me there.
Get me out of that.
I got a cool scripture that I'd like to share. So
No.
it's Alma, chapter 36, verse 3.
No.
And I'm just going to change 2 of the words. So,
I'm double speeding
Oh,
the
no.
scriptures.
It says,
Oops, that's happened.
changing scripture. Okay. So it says, and now, O my daughter, Lauren,
Okay, fair.
behold, thou art in thy youth, and therefore I beseech thee, that will hear my words and learn me. For I do know that whosoever shall put their trust in God shall be supported in their trials and their troubles and their afflictions, and shall be lifted up everlasting. So this
I hate
is probably wrong for you. So if you're ever going through a hard time, put your trust in God, and He will help you.
Thank you, Devin.
Welcome.
You're literally the sweetest.
Disgusting. His idea of a good date is proselytizing to his date. I hate it.
You don't have to get out of your car.
Listen, I was a fucking idiot as a Mormon. I used to read scriptures with partners and things, but I would never, ever, ever, ever do it on this show. This is crazy.
All right. Enjoy your fun.
Hi, Eric. Thank you. Hey,
What's up, Pete?
¿estás teniendo un buen día?
Hey, ahí estamos, sí, claro, ¿cómo estás?
So I literally came to ask you for advice.
Okay.
Like, what do I do now? Because like all the guys hate me. Like literally,
Do they
they're,
really?
they're so mad.
Are they really?
Yeah,
How
they're
did
like,
it go? Was it awkward? Was it awkward?
I mean, just because like
It's awkward because you're like,
it wouldn't have been awkward, but like obviously cameras. So
Yeah.
like she kind of like started laughing because
Yes.
we were like there, and then she like looked over at the camera and started laughing. But like it was fine other than that.
I'm sorry.
But, dude, you have like legitimate connections with some of the guys here.
Yeah.
And like some of them really feel comfortable like wanting to kiss you, and I think you should send it.
Oh my gosh. Walker,
Seriously, why wouldn't you?
Where's Remington?
I hate him. I hate the show.
How is Sam missing this?
Sam, she's
Lauren-
fiddling with the oven. Hopefully snacks are coming my way.
I'm making myself toast.
Will you make me some toast?
Thanks. Sorry you're not getting
Walker,
toasted.
tell her that Walker asked Lauren for advice on how to get the guys to not hate him anymore, and then immediately started pressuring her into kissing all the guys who want to kiss her.
He is a manipulative bitch. He's Samantha. He is trying to convince Lauren. Walker walked up to Lauren and is like, everyone's mad at me. I actually came for your advice. He's stealing airtime to ask for advice. He's not even interested in it. That's not why we're watching the show, Walker. And then he's trying to convince her to kiss other dudes as a way of getting pressure off of him. You manipulative son of a bitch.
Like, why would that take
Because they're all mad at him. So if she starts kissing the other guys, it'll steal some of the attention.
I want to go out here. I know
It's
some
awful.
events transpired last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some events did transpire.
So I just wanted to say, like, kind of my perspective and what was going on.
All right, can I 1.5 speed through the guys we know aren't going to win? Okay.
It's just so soon.
It's me and you, Jimmy. Sam.
Okay.
I know.
I usually take like, I know, but I feel like I'm weird compared to other people because like I really just take a long time to get to that.
Yeah. No, I
And we do move faster in this situation, but at
we
the
have
same
to, right?
time,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
Please do. Hey, bro.
So much shade. What's that guy's name again? He won't. He wouldn't.
That guy.
The dude wouldn't high five Lauren or Lauren Walker.
That's so funny.
Oh, so
That was
much
awesome.
shade.
It was so good to see that.
No.
All
right,
Ellie. Like,
this guy's not going to win. We're double speeding.
I don't know if that makes you sound like clear. I hope not.
Well, that's what I'm doing, right?
Okay, yeah,
I mean,
for
isn't that why I'm here too?
That's true.
I mean, we kind of, the girls
So-
have been switching teams too.
Exactly. So I'm glad you get it.
I know. And I'm crushing on
The girls have been fixing things time.
Just like.
Ew.
The only reason sorry, I just like I had to like catch you and talk with you because I just like if like no matter what happens tonight, like I want to make sure that she knows how I feel about her.
Ew, he's practically proposing to her. It's been this is your 4th time ever seeing her like ever. I'm so mad. I'm going into my Charlie Day voice naturally. What are you doing? You're so screwed.
Like yeah, I did something silly the first week. I don't be Steve.
Yeah, that was silly.
That was silly.
The worst.
I don't know. Do they know we're here? They're about to. I like honestly think we're just like so awesome, fantastic.
No. She just said she takes a little longer to get to that point.
That was assault.
What
And
did I
then-
just miss?
Assault.
Other than you screaming and getting me evicted.
Lauren
There was
Lauren
a
just
shooting
kissed
here.
this guy.
I'm sure it's going to be just fine.
Lauren and this guy just kissed.
Low key obsessed with yourself.
Oh my god, love that.
Stop kissing. No more.
Yeet. I was like, yeah.
That's not what yeet means, you piece of shit.
Okay, everyone's literally watching.
Everyone's watching.
Tonight was just like that moment where I was just like, oh, I can't.
The show's over. It doesn't matter anymore. Like, why?
You didn't pick him.
This guy's gonna win. Walker's gonna
This guy
win.
looks about.
Scott's gonna win. It doesn't. What's the point?
I can't not kiss her. Like, I have to. Lauren is just
You
like,
can
she's
not
such
kiss
a
her and you don't
fantastic
have
girl.
to.
Right. She literally had just been telling Walker how she feels weirder than all the other people because she takes a little longer to get to the point to get kissing, and then 5 seconds later kisses this guy.
Mormons are
It's been
so.
so fun just to getting to know her. Like, I've been able to laugh with her. Like, I haven't been able to laugh with other people.
See you later, okay?
What is on your toast?
Just butter.
Vegan ham.
Oh, got it.
Save the night.
Bye, dude.
Oh, this is the
Oh my
package.
gosh, that's so freaking dope!
Whoa! Pack it in, bud. Listen, we all do that in privacy, but pack it in. Wow. Yikes.
Well, we were about to do this interview when we heard all the guys screaming outside, so we booked it outside and we saw Jake kissing Lauren.
Like in the middle
I don't really
of my
mind it too much. I do mind it a little bit, you know.
In the middle of
'cause
my
we did-
devotional.
Yeah, right. In the middle of that was the guy who was given the sermon.
Seeing someone you know they're probably going on other dates, kissing other guys, but seeing another girl you're kind of into is kissing another guy, and you know everyone's seeing it. It doesn't rub me the right way, but it's whatever.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Fanny Pack, kissing Lauren, that pissed me off. If she ends up picking him,
he said pissed.
She's making a dumb choice.
Jake, he's a good guy.
Your
He's a
hair
good guy.
looks
I
like a
don't know if I
mushroom.
would,
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
I'd heard that Lauren really didn't want to do a first kiss or stuff on camera and stuff, and so kind of tried to respect that and didn't go for it.
I just gotta say, like, kudos to Jake. He's got some mad confidence, so, you know, like, it is what it is. Not exactly, like, something I would do.
I think she needs
Why would any of these guys come back for other episodes? That's what's weird to me.
to pick either Devin or Johnny. They are really good guys, and Johnny is so sincere. I've talked to him. He said he's romantically interested in her and really is interested, and I think he's just genuine. I think if she picks Jake, it's going to be a really, really big mistake, and she'll regret it.
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking when I grabbed Lauren.
That guy.
This fucking
guy.
Yeah.
What?
This dude.
No, she's not gonna pick him.
This dude who looks like a young and thin Chris Christie.
He looks
Does anyone
so
else see
young.
that? That's exactly who. He looks like Chris Christie's lunch.
Like I pulled her, I was like, oh, this is kind of secluded, and I pulled her right in front of everyone. I was like, I kissed her. I like looked up and I could just see everyone. I was like, oh, that's so dumb. If you're not first, you're last. So
I'll have to share that with you.
All right. I think you got enough time.
They will
Well,
do.
it's been great talking to you.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you stopped by.
Of course.
Man, let me tell you, all the kissing going around, I'm gonna guard myself. I don't want mono. I don't know what's going around here. Like,
oh shit. Mormons are
Yeah, I don't want mono.
such children.
I don't want to catch herpes. I'm not about to kiss someone. But
I heard there's HIV at this club. What a fucking douche. What a dumb thing to say. Let me see if I have any. Let's see. I've got a few here. Brittany Morgan says, Hi Chew is caffeinated gum. I didn't know that. Elizabeth Moody, we all know Scott wouldn't let her win, though. I don't which one are we talking about? Winning what? Brittany Morgan says, I was wrong about the caffeine, got it confused with another gum. Apparently, it's an Asian Starburst. Thanks, chat. Oh,
It's
cool.
delicious.
yeah.
And Bothell guy says, didn't hear Zelf on the Shelf say no to my contract, but did hear you say you have guns. Teamwork can bring down. Teamwork can bring Scott down.
Adamant.
Like my contract?
Someone offered a lot of super chats if we kill Scott.
We've got a super chat from Carly who said this episode is making my body physically hurt. Same, Carly.
Same.
I am so sorry. I appreciate you all for doing this for us. There is a certain point where it comes into my mind. When do I say enough is enough? When do I start respecting myself enough to stop doing this?
I'm kind of like scrubbing ahead. We're 13 minutes away from the flower ceremony beginning, but I do see more MAGA hat coming. So.
I think good for them, but luckily nobody has kissed Ellie, and so I'm good.
And yeah, I like to.
Luckily, no one's
with
kissed
all the
Ellie.
kissing happening, it really ups up the intensity.
It's gonna happen
like,
now.
Shoot, it's kind of serious now. Like there's guys that are forming feelings and got to step up our games a little bit now. So
that guy's not gonna win.
So I think
Everybody's like running around in the house.
Wait,
They're just,
kissing?
they're like,
He's gonna kiss her. Scandalous. Wait, who is that?
it's Ellie.
Wait,
and
is she?
Tyler is the.
Is she gonna kiss Keaton right after Walker?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
Kissing's gross.
I know.
Kissing's
Ugh.
weird. Who would kiss?
I know. So actually, I wanted to talk to you about that. I'm just kidding.
I need a drink. I had just barely recovered.
Recovered. Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
Do you want some?
Just got to take the edge off with some fake sugars.
I know
Sure.
you're more of a Dr. Pepper kind of guy.
Sure,
but
I'm more of a Dr. Pepper guy.
Don't tell Walker.
Okay.
drinking another man's.
Who did you hear it from?
I don't know. Everyone's like, oh, the first guy. It was kind of like that. So, but no, it's all good. It's all good. What it did is I was like, oh, I got to get more competitive, you know, for sure. I thought I had it. I thought I had the W like set solid.
See, that's your problem.
Yeah, that is my.
You can't assume anything in this freaking show.
I'm just tired of the wind blowing directly in the mic. It's. Meanwhile, if this was the actual Bachelor, like everyone has slept with everyone by now. The whole cast. And the crew gets in on it. Remington would be in somewhere in somebody's orgy.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that.
Why are they back in the hammock?
I'm gonna be rooting for you on my team. Like, I want to stay on your team and just pursue you.
Okay.
So.
She's so uncomfortable.
I'm excited to see where it goes.
I'm so uncomfortable. Oh, the caption says, "Want you to know I have a crush on you."
I have a crush on you.
Okay.
I like you. I hope you can.
Okay.
Get to know each other better.
All right.
Okay.
Well, we'll see where it goes. Let's get talking about it.
Such a quick hug too. That's not going to happen. These two are never going to be together.
Boy, bye.
It wasn't as good as I hoped it would be, honestly. I mean, we were on the hammock, and I've never cuddled with a 2x4 before. So, I mean, you gotta get a sliver. She was a little stiff, yeah. I mean, I don't feel like she. I mean, like, it wasn't terrible, but like, she was definitely like facing forward and not looking at me.
No, you're wrong. It was terrible.
She was just uncomfortable.
Just terrible.
And that to me doesn't count as a terrible date.
It was. That was terrible. You should know that if you didn't read that as terrible, your ability to read signs are themselves terrible.
So I was a little disappointed by that, but hoping, yes, for a kiss, but I could just tell by her body language that she was not having it. She was just
planet do you deserve a kiss? What? You guys have not even connected.
Let's give him props where props are due. He did just say, I could tell by her body language she didn't want that, and he respected it. Which is like, I just did that video about that dude at the Atheist convention talking about, you never misread signals. Come on, dude. You do it. I do it. That fucking asshole. So I'm going to give him props. He still like kept her in the hammock in that cuddle that she was clearly uncomfortable with and should have been like, you know what? Never mind. Let's sit up. But he respected a boundary, it sounds like.
Nice.
Shoot, hang on. I opened the wrong thing. There we go.
First to try. I've heard Tyler tried, but it didn't go very well. And so
this thing came out my ear.
I'll probably be up next on the list.
I just want somebody that I could talk to for someone's already covered. It's just
Jake, I'm sorry. You gotta come back in like 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
I promise you this, and I think you're awesome.
Thank you.
The team's awesome. So I just bring you back.
You didn't need to talk?
No, I just wanted to say.
So he's still wooing a
I don't know where
different girl, even though he just kissed the other girl.
He just kissed Lauren, but he just gave her that and said, I think Keaton's awesome, which is the guy she's sitting with. I think he's trying to actively sabotage Jake. Because while you were gone, Jake tried to high-five him when he came and picked up Lauren, and he straight up snubbed him.
Who's Jake?
Sorry, Scott. Walker. No, Walker. He hates Walker. This guy, who we were just looking at, hates Walker and snubbed Walker's high five.
Because Walker kissed B, even though he kissed...
He does. I don't think he cares about that part. I think he just hates Walker.
Well, I think he's trying to show. Maybe he might be like, "Hey, even though I bailed out of your ship and kissed this girl, I still want you to know that we're cool." It was like a little gift, and like I would love to see you two together. You look great together.
He just said the thing about Keaton's awesome. I genuinely think that. I think he's actually driven by hatred for Walker. That's genuinely my
interesting.
My thing.
I mean, aren't we all?
For sure.
And that was Walker went to Lauren and was like, everybody hates me now, not just the. And I think they all listen. Walker, feel comfort that everyone hated you already. You just now they're vocal about it.
Maybe if they all hate you, it's because they're insecure or because you're a hateable person.
Just a hateable, contemptible, punchable face.
Just came from, I appreciate it. Everyone's loading me
I
up.
know, I
They
need
just
to
want me to go off
you
the
know what?
walls today.
Yeah. You got a lot of, you're plenty of caffeine.
And I just finished a Red Bull and Coke before the show.
It's like the modern equivalent of trying to get a girl drunk.
Yeah.
They think if they can just get her hyped enough on caffeine that she'll go for them.
She just said
Get
she
a
did.
grip, children.
She said she had a Red Bull and a Coke before the show too. And listen, I don't agree with Mormonism's like all the stuff from the past with the caffeine, but B, you're probably having too much caffeine. I just want to throw that out there.
You're
actually
Actually,
soda, just soda, sugar across the board. Too much.
No, she's sugar free, but aspartame's even worse.
Yeah, it's gross. It just tastes bad.
Thank you, Kyla, who said, honestly, fair, we all hate Walker. I didn't like hate him. I just thought he was like an amusing character I didn't really give a shit about. But it does seem like hate is building for Walker.
I hate both of them.
I have some hard drugs I can bring like next time. That's what I was thinking.
You think I don't
like?
Hi, Lauren.
I love to be like, oh my god, we do black damn it.
Black heart heroin.
Yeah. The dyslexia.
How have you been?
So good.
Good.
This is such a weird question because we're still getting to know each other. It's a very early question, but like when it comes to like marriage and stuff, like does that like scare you? No, like not. Yeah, I mean, we're not at that level, but I'm saying
no, I want a bone.
She brings up babies all the time and marriage herself, so I don't know why he's insecure about it.
This is so pathetic.
Yeah.
I literally just kissed Walker. I think that we're okay.
Yeah. Is this? But is it a thing that like scares you? Like making that decision?
Yeah, because I've watched a lot of people end up in bad relationships or end up divorced, especially like early on, and I'm like, nobody gets into a relationship or marries somebody thinking that they're gonna end up divorced.
B just made her way back into my heart because clearly she's gonna leave the church. Like that's so sweet because she recognizes already that people are doing this, and the older she gets, she's gonna realize the church is pushing them to do it. Like that it actually is an institutional problem.
Was she throwing that in his face? Because he's the one who originally snitched on Walker, and she was like, I just kissed Walker. I think we're okay.
Did he snitch on Walker? I think that's what
I thought he was the one.
I don't know anymore.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Lawful Knight said, sending this due to that MAGA garbage. Love from a Christian fan.
Oh, that's some real
Love our
Christianity in
Christian
action.
Whether it's in 50 years or in 3 years, and I'm like, what didn't they know?
Okay, so here's the thing.
B actually thinks she's not staying in the church. There's no way. I don't think so.
I feel like you were one of the people that I was like really impressed by, and I feel like we just like click really well. You're super fun. The problem is, and I wanted you on my team also.
Tell me.
But the problem is like I already have all these guys on my team that are just like so sweet, and so it's hard because if I bring you on, I have to fuck two of them, and I don't know if I can like handle it.
And you're gonna.
That she was just warming him up for a rejection, and hey, maybe that's the sweetest thing she could do.
She was like set up as this like has the experience, is probably the wisest of the bunch, and now she's just like the show
going after 21-year-olds.
Yeah.
No, she's about to cut his ass.
Gonna try to like get married at that age? What are we
Do you feel like
talking
you're ready
about?
for marriage now?
They're touching each other though.
I'm more
arm
ready.
on leg, arm on bare leg. Mind
His
you.
hand just like flopped there.
Her hand.
It's just a slight.
Her hand's keeping his hand there though. I don't know.
Put your hand in.
Previously, yeah.
But it's gonna be something I will very much take seriously, and it's not gonna be a 3-month, 4-month thing.
4 seasons on a road trip.
It was good. We just talked a little bit more.
That was subtle Walker shade. He's trying to get in her mind like it might be exciting really quick. It might be an exciting, fun, short thing, but I'm in it for the long haul. That was definitely him trying to like I know we're not going to make out. Let me see if I can talk as exciting as making out was.
Yeah.
Guys, Kyla just sent us a super chat and said, I went back to check. The one who snitched on Walker is the guy who didn't kiss Ellie. He's not on B's team.
Okay.
So is he still on the show?
Guy who
Who didn't kiss? No one has kissed Ellie.
No one's kissed
The guy,
Ellie.
the guy that was in the hammock. The guy that was in the hammock that thought he was gonna. I think his name's Tyler. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I opened up to her. Like, one of my biggest fears is I do have a fear of commitment. You know, we do live in a weird bubble where people kind of make commitments really early on in dating, and so that's a worry.
Yeah,
Leave the church
bubble.
together. Fuck the patriarchy.
It's called the bubble of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. That's
You know,
the bubble.
we say that B's going to leave the church, which I could see happening. I just remember that she always talks about how she loves Jesus, which for us was a gateway drug to leaving Mormonism. So there might be potential there.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, who knows?
Jesus is the gateway drug out of Mormonism.
Yeah, start focusing too much on Jesus. It's game over.
Since I'm Hispanic, there is nothing in my culture that brings people together like food. And so I just thought, what better thing to bring?
I have to boost the speed up a little bit. If this guy's gonna lose anyway, but we have 17 minutes left of the show still.
Yeah, we'll eat them food. I don't even know if you guys eat. Like, probably starved because of the show. Like, with all these guys talking to you. Like.
All right, so got some stuff for you. It's kind of interesting to see the placements that do. I did not know Lauren had actually kissed any guys, or I know there's been some talk. I really have not. I've just been setting up my little thing upstairs, and I actually haven't gotten a chance to talk to any of the guys, so I don't know what's going down. Sounds like you've had busy nights.
Yeah.
Setting us up his little thing.
Yeah. Sorry if I'm a little out of it. I just.
No. I want you at the highs and I want you at the lows, and I don't even know if this counts as a low, but.
It's a rocky, dramatic both. I don't know.
Well, I do have something for you. Just again, flashing stuff. Let's see if I put this.
It's another floor picnic, but I do like his tie. That's the only thing I like right now.
Hi. Hi again.
Hi. So everyone knows.
Yeah, did you hear about it?
Did I hear about us kissing? I'm pretty sure I was there for it.
No, did you hear about what Lauren and Jake did?
What?
Yeah.
What?
We're trendsetters.
And these are my...
That one felt so forced now. Like he's trying to reinforce that this is now the norm. That's what it felt like.
I don't think it's good for my health to watch this show.
Homemade cookies, actually.
Whoa.
I want you to try one. Just tell me what you think.
Okay.
Oh, it's on
Okay, I don't care about
I
your
just wanted you to know,
scones.
like, that was sincere. Like, I really wanted to kiss you, and like, I really,
something like.
I don't know how to put this, but like, I know it's been like such a short time, but I feel super close with you, and I feel like you're super cool, and like we would connect.
So he's really good friends with one of the guys, so he's just
Red flags.
like shipping him super hard, you know. So he came up and was like, "I need your advice," and then just basically like told me what happened, and then was like, "Okay, so I think that you should do this."
Well, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm here just to tell you, just do what you feel is right.
Thanks.
Did he just give her the patriarchal grip?
He did. You want me to let you into heaven?
Again, like, and I've told you this before, no matter what happens, I really do care about you, and I really do want you to be happy. I didn't really focus much on the other relationships that are going on in the house, but I could tell Lauren was a little bit overwhelmed. Off camera, before we went upstairs, she just said, "I need a hug." Yeah, maybe I did want to kiss her, but I didn't want to put any more pressure on her than she already had. I just wanted to be that support for her, if that makes sense.
And like, it puts me in a weird spot, but I do want you to know that like, I'll never say anything because I feel like it would be good for the show, or like, everything I do and say you can trust is like genuine for me.
Okay.
So it's hard because like I might feel things for somebody else too, but like I'll just try and be as transparent as I can.
And I sincerely appreciate that, like a ton.
He is laying the groundwork for polyamory 2020.
They'll get married.
I may love other people. I may want to have sex with other people, but I'll try to be transparent about it.
They'll be the ones that Mormons have a lot of people who they come out of the church, and then there's kind of a high swinger population, and I think they'll be in it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because they're already locked into their marriages and they don't want to. Yeah. Anyway, but
They have
JBGS
like 4 kids.
said, yeah, exactly. So like, what are they supposed to do? Said, as a non-Mormon, this has been like an in-depth anthropological study of a weirdly immature culture in a faraway land.
Exactly.
I bet it is.
Yeah, exactly right. Let's see. Laugh All Night says, sending this dude to that MAGA garbage. Love from a Christian fan. Oh, I got the same one. Due to that MAGA garbage. Got it. Yeah. And Girlhead4477 said, the chat has come up with some great nicknames. Walker is Hitler Youth, and Jake is Mr. Predator. Yeah.
Yeah. So true.
This is nice.
Wait, I love this song.
Yeah.
Is this the one that's in Endgame?
Yeah.
You're really like comforting.
Oh, very good. That's my goal.
I like it.
It's easy to do.
I definitely hope. Yeah. I hope he beats out Jake for Lauren. But the kiss, I mean, they're practically married now.
I just came to say.
No, I'm glad you did.
That, so.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya.
See you in there.
Oh no, she loves it.
What a night. Remington was like, I don't think there'll be that much drama today.
She loves the player, but he loves the game.
Yup. Yup. Oh, B, I want
Right now,
so much
because they're on
better.
a show together, she's like, has all these guys after her, so he's naturally very into her because he loves the thrill of the chase. But then once they're in an actual couple together, he's going to be like, whoa, chill out,
They would
babe.
never get to an actual couple. It's never going to happen.
If
He
they
will
do,
not
it'll be
commit to her.
short-lived.
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna cheat on her for sure. That's my prediction. I think they will date for a while after the show, and he's gonna cheat on her. That's what happens. That's how it ends. Or doesn't, and he keeps cheating on her through their marriage and 92
I was
kids.
gonna watch this show.
No
She
way.
was really excited to hear that I was on it.
We can go if you want. Ready for some stuff to happen now? So, yeah, going in tonight, before I talked to Lauren at all, I didn't plan on kissing her, but I think that's not because I don't want to. It's because on Saturday, she kind of told me that she likes to really get to know somebody outside the physical, if that makes sense. I know that, like, for her, it's very important to have that foundation of, like, a genuine relationship before that stuff really comes out of it.
As long as that's authentic and he's not just trying to like cover for why he's not the kissing.
Wait.
Sure.
Scott and Ellie didn't kiss while I was gone, right?
No.
Scott and Lauren did, right? Or not? No, yeah, no.
Scott,
Scott's not
okay,
Scott's. No.
Jake
Oh,
and
God.
Lauren did.
It's gonna be horrible when he
Feel
does
confident.
kiss her.
I'm staying. If I had to
He
put a
also
percentage
feels
on
like
the chance that I go.
What'd you say?
Why do you always put a percentage on shit?
He's always putting percentages down.
He loves quantifying things.
I'm good with spending the remainder of the show commenting on his still right now. Okay, I'm gonna have to.
Home tonight, I think the two most accurate percentages would be 0% and 1%.
I'm not like Mikey, he's got the whole limo and go all out, I made it this far by just being myself and just standing up for who I am, and I figure that's going to keep me going.
Do you have to stand up for who you are?
Are
Was
you
that a struggle?
oppressed? I hate this guy.
What,
I
who are you
can't wait to see
standing
him
up
go.
to? Remington? Please.
This guy
He does
hurt.
look like the next evolutionary step in the Pokemon that is Remington.
This guy does his hair on one of those like inverted door frame things where you put your feet up and then you hang upside down and then that's how this guy does it.
Biggest competition, I would say Tyler, because he's got the pecs. But, I was like really annoyed with Jake, or I call him Mr. Fanny Pack, because, he basically just bribes all the girls and gives them gift cards and gives them snacks. I mean, we're poor college students, most of us, and I would do anything to get free stuff, and that's the only reason he's still here.
And what do you do? You just say misogynistic shit.
Yeah, you're both terrible. You're both terrible
If
for
you
different
think
reasons.
that free stuff is worth being around terrible men, you're dead wrong. And I would guess it's the same for these women too.
It depends though, because again, the way they're raised in Mormonism, like the finding you the man that's going to take care of you, and
provide
really, really shallow expectations of what that means. Yeah.
I would bawl my eyes out. Like, I would be so shook. But, I mean, I guess Lauren gets to decide at the end of the day, so.
We got Jake kissing Lauren. We've got Tyler kissing Ellie, I believe. And then also...
No, that didn't happen.
Ellie?
No, they've gotten the thing, and he said he thought about it, but he decided not to because of body language.
He decided not to because of her body language. You mean we didn't kiss because she didn't want to kiss?
Yeah,
Not
exactly.
I decided not to because of her body.
Yeah,
like I had
exactly.
the option to do it anyway.
Yeah.
God.
Still, a lot of people do just go for it. So I was like, good for you for not.
Cool. So some of these guys, I think we're getting to that level where people are going to make moves like really, really quick. But I think Johnny, Scotty, and I, we all have the single date. So I think we're kind of chilling back a little bit. We're letting other people make the moves because we're confident in where we're at. Oh.
Okay, this show should be called To Hatch a Predator.
Take a screenshot of this for our Instagram.
To hatch a predator.
Wait.
Do you need me to do a thing like? Oh wait, he's up that way.
You just want like an actual screenshot?
No, it's good.
Okay. God,
We got
this
a bunch
is
of good guys
tragic.
on the team. I mean,
This isn't
half
even
of them-
focused on him or the plant.
Yeah, this is just bad focus.
Maybe this is the cameraman's like subtle resistance.
I hate him.
some names for them in my head. We got Try Hard Ty. He's going hard. He's putting forth a big effort. We got.
He sounds like Donald Trump, like giving people these like cheesy negative nicknames. That's another thing that narcissists will do.
I guarantee you, though, he actually got the idea from Trump. He's doing it now because Trump does it.
Yeah, I bet he loves that shit.
And I think he has a good chance of making it to the end. He's just a quality dude. We got Yesway Josue, and he's just such a nice guy. I really like him.
So this is
except for like his ethnicity. Has anyone checked his papers?
Like, I'll vote against his team, right?
I would hate to see him disappear one day. Even if I showed up at his house. God, I hate that guy.
Look at this ugly rainbow, this dude.
To you. I'm so sick of all the bullshit gifts. I'm like, just have a fucking good conversation, like, and you'll win the show.
But again, when we talk about like children, how they act like children,
the infantilization.
That's a bad rainbow. It sucks.
It's a sucky rainbow.
Thank you, Sky.
And then
Look, did you set that as a thumbnail?
No.
Wow.
What is he whispering in her ear? I totally am into the anal loophole.
Do you have your phone?
Oh my
Do you have
gosh,
a picture,
my
Sky?
phone died. Is the problem?
No, that's the worst.
I guess you'll just have to keep me on.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then I'll show you.
This is awkward. I was literally gonna cut you.
Oh well, hey, whatever it takes, I'm doing it. No, I was kidding.
Wouldn't that be kind of funny enough if I just kept like bringing you back? Like,
You're like, I need to meet his nieces and nephews now. Let me see pictures of them. Yeah.
No, thank you for that. That was super sweet.
Yeah, this guy's awesome.
An ugly rainbow. All right, is it finally happening?
I think our nephew did it.
God, I can't wait for this to be over.
I'm gonna speed them walking in.
Well, tonight's been a lot of fun. Unfortunately, as you can see, there's a lot less seats here. We do have to send one of you home from each team, but we want you to know we've had a great time getting to know you.
Scott.
Sick fuck.
Ellie, don't.
Ladies, step forward if you would like Scott on your team.
Ellie,
God, you
Ellie.
idiot! He's probably gonna feel so special.
Ellie, that makes me so sad.
He's probably obsessed with her already. Like he's already planning out his whole life with her.
Ellie, this is very sad. It's a bad reflection.
Remember too, though, the worst part is, and I hate to spoil this for people, if you get called up, you're not going home. They literally call everyone until there's 3 people left, and then they're like, bye. Go sit down, you piece of shit.
Jake.
Don't call him that. That's what his dad called him, and that's why he is the way that he is.
Ladies, step forward if you would like Jake on your team.
Don't feel obligated because you just do.
I guess. I assume they're gonna do Walker next.
What would be the first time you waited on me?
Really?
That's her.
Walker.
I was right. They're doing the obvious ones first.
Ladies, step forward if you would like Walker on your team.
It's a mistake. You all have terrible taste.
Johnny.
You're an idiot.
Ladies, step forward if you would like Johnny on your team.
All right, wait. Let's see who we think's going home, though. I think Tyler's going home for Ellie, the one that was like forcing her in the hammock.
Yeah.
The I think B, I think it's Jose, I think is his name, because they just had no chemistry at all. And for Lauren, who has the guy who does the Obama impression? I think he's finally going to leave and we'll never see the impression.
Wait, when was he in this episode?
He was earlier for a short blip. Yeah.
You're great.
Thanks.
Keaton. Ladies, step forward if you would like Keaton on your team.
I don't know why they're acting like it's like if you get called, you should feel like you're good. You're in the clear. Do they not recognize the
Mikey.
pattern?
Ladies, step forward if you would like Mikey on your team.
Why?
Just because there's not enough other people.
Do you think? Yeah. Do you think some of them lament like, so we can only send one home, or?
Caleb. Ladies, step forward if you'd like Caleb on your team. Daniel. Ladies, step forward if you would like Daniel on your team.
I feel like I should specify if people thought the gay things we were saying earlier were like insensitive. He's come out since then. He is actually gay. Yeah.
Also, do you think she likes keeping him there to like get gossip on the boys and stuff?
I do.
Totally.
Yeah, I bet they have such a good friend connection.
I think they mostly talk about Jake. They're both talking about how cute Jake is. Not Jake, Walker.
Walker.
Yeah. Well, he is a cutie.
He's a cutie.
Josue.
Oh, I guess he's staying.
Ladies, step forward if you would like Josue on your team.
I thought he had been Team B before. So that's why he's staying, because Tyler's going.
Austin. Ladies, step forward if you would like Austin on your team.
Why do we have to pretend?
Well, Lauren and Austin had like hung out, and she was like, "There's so many guys, but I would like you on my team."
You're welcome. Devin.
Go home. Go home, you proselytizing fuck. He was the one. You missed it. He was the one who read the scripture, and they didn't even do cup stacking. They played a game where you're just moving the cups from the bottom to the top.
It's not even a game.
It's not.
Is this just so that she can like say that she's spiritual? Because if she kicks him off, then she's like, oh, she doesn't have a testimony.
No, I think she probably legitimately is looking for someone really spiritual, because I bet she like pinned all her issues with her ex on him not being spiritual enough, when actually there's way deeper shit there.
Also, just to be accepted in the church, if you're going to get a divorce, you then can't have anything else. You have to like go full pickle Mormon.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, there's only one spot left on Ellie's team. Ben.
Oh no.
I'm back.
Ellie,
Gentlemen.
I was right about two. Tyler and Obama are going home.
I'm sorry if you did not get chosen.
And again, he does an Obama impression. I'm not being racist.
Were those the only people of color left on the show?
Oh my goodness, no.
Oh yeah, Josue's on.
Josue's on, but doesn't speak well for the other two.
For a team, take time to say your goodbyes.
I'm glad they're not wasting their time like for tokenism, you know?
Yeah.
Like, let them move on with their lives.
Are we
I'd
gonna
like to have seen him more. He seemed nice.
We wanted his Obama impression.
I just want to see the fucking impression. They plant it in episode 1 and they don't address it at all, and I want to see how good it is.
Play hard. Like, I thought I had pretty good chances. I was a little surprised, but it happened.
He was Obama out.
I guess I regret just not being like more open with B, spending more or talking to her more and getting to know her better, and the other girls as well.
Yeah.
No worries.
Boring.
No one gets better
man.
fish eyes than Ellie. Just like dead.
It's hard. It's hard to sit through or stand through that. But I mean, if she doesn't like me, she doesn't like me. I feel like maybe if Ellie invested more time in me and trying to get to know me, then I would have definitely formed feelings with her.
Say again. Oh, it just this strikes me as so incel-y that it's really her fault. She didn't get to know me well enough. I'm amazing. Yeah.
I think she's attractive. I think she's cute, but that didn't happen. So
shouldn't have touched so much. Too much touching.
A little shocked. I thought I was pretty confident I was going to stay, so it's kind of sad that I'm leaving, but I want her to be happy, so if I'm not the guy, then I'm not the guy. It is what it is.
Yeah, it was an awesome experience. I'm really grateful for it. Probably just going to go home, listen to Drake, Marvin's Room, cry a little bit. It's all good. That is the #1 breakup song, so that's the go-to.
Breakup's a strong word, isn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
You're about months and months away from even being capable of having a breakup.
Yup. The guys are just on for the ride, for the fun of it. You know, maybe they're not as invested in Ellie, but they're just there to have
Whereas I thought she was totally banging and would have kissed
I
her
would have
today.
kissed her if her body language had indicated that to me.
But they're not in it for the right reasons.
Guess I'll put my engagement ring I carry everywhere back in the drawer.
To some extent, all of them, but definitely Josue and Mikey are just, they're not, maybe they will get there and they will start to like Ellie, but I feel like just based off conversations, they're just there for, just for the fun of it, just experience,
I wonder if it did. I kind of wonder if it did. Like, had I kissed, because I knew that she wasn't really wanting to kiss at all, at least not this week, and so I tried to respect that, and so I did. But I wonder had I done it if I would have stayed. So.
You called her up
What?
the first
Okay,
time you met her.
This is a fucked up male perspective. Like, oh, if she would have kissed me, if she would have had this physical thing with me, then she would have liked me. No, that's not how you get girls to like you. That is such a, that reveals so much about him. And I bet a lot of people on the show have that similar thing where they feel like if they can just get a girl to agree to kiss you, she'll like you more.
But it's worth noting, multiple people said that Lauren had expressed that. But Jake kissed her anyway. So
Jake totally just... That's why she needed a hug after she kissed him, because she felt like...
She probably felt like she had to do it as well.
Yeah,
There's so much rape culture, seeping in through the show.
Yeah. I now hate Jake too I already did the fucking peacocking stuff, but she had expressed that, and he was like, what she means is she wants to. That's terrible.
I can't believe he thinks that if he would have kissed her, then she would have liked him. God. He did.
I'm so nervous. I've been the last one.
That's a bit too sensitive, but I don't say that about many men.
You like the sunset, don't you?
This is next week.
Well, you like the sunset, don't you? Kissed after the
Okay.
screen, but there wasn't a sunset like this there. I think this calls for another.
They kissed after the...
No!
They kissed after the...
Ew, he's bad at it too.
They both are. They're both horrible. God. Oh, they're both really bad.
Ew, she pulled away and he grabbed her and pulled her back. Ew.
Oh, they're both so bad. So unnatural.
Those were bad.
It was kind of funny because I knew I was the first kiss, but then I think B had the first kiss today, and so everyone's like, oh, the first kiss on the show, but I just kind of had a little secret. And still not a lot of people know.
Oh, God. She had a little secret.
You sweet summer child, grow the fuck up.
I have to stop here because I can't talk about this in the way that I need to process it.
Yeah.
Because it's on camera.
Well, the
feel
show
sick.
after the show that you're all going to miss. Listen, Ellie, we'll be here for you when you find out. Okay, message us on Instagram, any of us. Oh, that's all I wanted.
Good
I wanted that.
fucking luck.
We'll be here for
Thanks
you.
for joining us, everyone.
Wait, do we have any super chats before we go? Brianna Torres says, it genuinely didn't seem like Lauren wanted to kiss Jake. He pretty much forced it on her. I did notice, too, the way she had been, he had to, fully lean over at the hips to hold it. Yeah, it was, I'm upset. This is...
Kanadi super chatted us and said, world's worst kiss, no! And yeah, you're right.
Oh, I don't know if I can do this again.
I can't. How is everyone just able? I guess it's just people not knowing, but I'm like, how is everyone able to just watch Scott as if it's normal?
No.
How is anyone? How is he even? God, I'm like, get Ellie to therapy.
Immediately. He's real bad. I need to see if she knows about the MAGA stuff. I don't want to think
Probably
that...
just doesn't care. She probably just doesn't care about politics.
Her family probably loosely supports Trump, implicitly, not explicitly.
She has no concept of anything that is about to happen to her if she moves forward in a relationship with Scott. Kyla said, I'm sorry we all had to go through that together.
Thank you, Kyla. That's our one consolation.
This show got so dark.
We're gonna go trauma bond now, everybody. I love you all. And have a good. Oh, and make sure if you're on my channel, make sure you check out Zelf on the Shelf channel. It was streamed over there as well. In fact, this week, likely one of the shows will only be streamed on their channel. We're going to try and stream out on Friday and Saturday. Is that still the thing going on?
Yeah, something like that.
But Saturday I have a regular show, and I try not to put out 2 things the same day because of the way the algorithm works. So you need to subscribe over there so you don't miss that episode. Cool. Love you all.
Love you. Good night.